Hello students, in today's class, Principles of Management class, we will discuss regarding the topic. What is the process of management. Okay, the topic is what is the process of management. Okay, so what is the actually process of management in an organization? There will be a levels of management. There will be a higher authority, middle authority and lower authority. So there will be so many departments in an organization, and they all need to be managed according to the situations and according to the time when the process is to be required, which has to be implemented. So in an organization, there is a process of management. In any organization, there will be a, in a company, there will be a management. Okay, there will be a management to control and to plan and to administer all the organization activities. So the process management is what? It is the assemblance of activities of planning and monitoring the performance of any business process. So in any business process or in any management company or in any businesses, the proper planning is required, as well as the proper monitoring of the planning is very much required. So without a proper planning or without a proper monitoring of the without a proper planning or without a proper monitoring of the different business strategies or different businesses plans, it cannot be implemented. So the term usually refers to the management of business processes and manufacturing processes. So business process management and business process re-engineering are interrelated, but not they are identical. So this business process and re-engineering are interrelated. So what is this business process of management? Okay, so there are some elements of this process of management. And so what is today's topic? It is process of management and elements of elements of management. Elements of management. Management process. Okay, so what is the basic definition of this management process? The definition of management process. Okay, so according to DEMC Furlan, DEMC Furlan, he was a person. Okay, he was a person. He said that management is the distinct process by which the managers create, direct, maintain an operative, purposive organization through systematic, coordinated and cooperative human efforts. He said management is the distinct process by which the managers create, direct, maintain and operate purposive organization through systematic, okay, through systematic, coordinated, and cooperative human efforts. So this management, it is what is actually management is the distinct process. Okay, so management is what? It is a distinct process by which the managers, what they do, the managers, they create, they direct, and these managers, what they do, they create, they direct, they maintain and operate. They operate the purposive organization, okay, through systematic, coordinated and cooperative human efforts. With the systematic and cooperative human and coordinated human efforts, the organization is operated, and the what is the purpose of this organization goal? It is been what? It is been performed, and it is been coordinated through a systematic and operative human efforts. So the management, okay, the process of management is the distinct process by which the managers they create, direct, maintain and operate purposive organization. What is the purpose of the organization? They do that, they operate that through what? Through systematic, coordinated and operative human efforts. Okay, so now we will discuss what are the elements, okay, what are the basic elements of this process of management. Okay, so in any organization or any business, there will be a higher authority management. They will plan everything. Okay, so what are the elements of this management process? First is planning. Second is organizing. Third is staffing. Okay. Fourth is directing. Leading. Fifth is coordinating. Sixth one is controlling. Seventh is motivating. Eighth is communicating. What is eighth? It is communicating. So, what is the process of management? Okay, what is the process of management? Planning, organizing. Sorry, what are the elements of What are the elements of management? Planning, organizing, staffing, directing, coordinating, controlling, motivating, and communicating. So, how it is a planning is done in an organization? Like planning is the primary function of the management. So, it involves determination of a course of action to achieve desired results and the objectives. So, to fulfill the objectives of an organization, proper planning has to be done, and there should be a proper planning in an organization to fulfill the objectives of the company. So, what are the objectives of the company? To do the process systematically and to achieve the proper profits. And also planning is the key success, stability and prosperity in business. So in every business they need a proper planning. So without a proper planning, the proper process of the business cannot be completed. So it requires a proper planning should be there. So planning plays a very important role in carrying out the businesses. So second is what? Organizing. So organizing means what? First there should be a management should be there. Then the management should, what they should do? They should manage, they should plan, and they should organize. So organizing is next to the planning, how to do and when to do, everything they need to organize. And it means to bring the resources. What are the man, material, machines? These are the resources they required to carry out the any business process, how to do the business, how to start it, how to continue it, and how to do the systematical work in a company or in any business. Everything what is required, man required, material, machine, these are required for in a manufacturing company and in a businesses. Everything they need to organize as well as. So they use them properly for achieving the objectives. So the what are the resources available, like man, material, machines, how to utilize them also, and how to use those resources in a very good manner, in a systematic manner, and also in an effective manner. It is the, they need to decide, they need to decide, and they need to plan, and they need to organize. So organization is a process as well as it is a structure. So organizing is what? It is a process as well as it is a one kind of structure. So organizing means arranging ways and means for execution of a business plan. For the arranging and for executing a business plan is what is organizing. So it provides a suitable administration structure and it facilitates execution of proposed plan. Okay, execution of proposed plan. So organizing involves different aspects such as departmentation as well as span of control and delegation of authority and establishment of superior subordinate relationship and provision of mechanism for coordination in a various business activities. So another one is staffing. So how staffing? What is this staffing? Staffing means what? It involves with the manpower. Manpower means, staffing means what? Recruiting the candidates. Recruiting the candidates in an organization. So staffing refers to manpower required for the execution of a business plan. So for every organization to execute any business plan, to implement any business plan, they need manpower. Without manpower, the business process cannot be executed. So they need manpower in an organization or in any company or in any business to continue the process of business. So staffing as managerial function involves recruitment, selection, appraisal, remuneration, and development of managerial persons. Like they need, in staffing means recruiting the candidates in an organization, giving them training, and also providing the remuneration. Remuneration means salary, everything, it comes under this staffing. So the need of staffing arises in the initial period and also from time to time for replacement and also along with the expansion. So the staffing, it changes according to the time to time, because you can see the need for staffing arises. What is the need for staffing means? The need of staffing arises in the initial period and also from time to time for replacement and also with the expansion and diversification of business activities. So every business unit needs efficient and stable, what? Stable and cooperative staff for a management. So there should be an efficient and cooperative staff in an organization to carry out the businesses in a very good manner. As well as in many organizations, manpower planning and development activities are what? Entrusted. And fourth is directing. What is this directing? So directing as a managerial functions, it deals with guiding and instructing people to do the work in the right manner. So it is the instructing the people to do the work in the right manner. So directing is leading the responsibility of managers at all levels. So what happens? They have to work as leaders of their subordinates. So clear plans and sound organization, it sets the stage, but it requires managers to direct and lead his men for achieving the objectives. So directing is very much important. There should be a proper directing and proper directing function should be there. and the fifth one is coordinating. So there should be a effective coordination and also integration of activities of different departments and essential for orderly working of an organization. So for the orderly working of an organization, there should be a proper management. So this suggests the importance of coordinating as management functions. So a manager must coordinate the work for which he is accountable. So the manager, so this suggests what is that the importance of coordinating as management function. A manager must coordinate the work for which he is accountable. And the sixth one is controlling. So how it is controlling? Like controlling is an important function of management. It is also very important function of management. So it is necessary in case of individuals and departments so as to avoid wrong actions and activities. So controlling involves three broad aspects: establishing standard of performances and measuring work in progress. So controlling is very much important in this management because managers have to exercise effective control in order to bring success to a business. So to bring a success to a business, the manager should control effectively. And seventh one is motivating. So what is this motivating? It is also one of the managerial function, manager's function in the with a manager motivates. So he is meant to give their best to the organization. So it means to encourage people to take more interest and initiative in the work assigned. So organizations, they prosper when the employees are motivated through special efforts and including provisions of facilities and incentives. So motivating the organization, they need to motivate the employees in the company as well as they need to motivating is also one of the managerial functions which a manager motivates. The manager, what he does, he motivates the employees in the organization to do the work effectively. And what is his eighth one is communicating. So communication is necessary for the exchange of opinions, ideas and information between the individuals and between the departments in an organization. So communication is useful for giving information and guidance and instructions. So managers should be good communicators and they have to use major portion of their time on communicating in order to direct and motivate and coordinate activities of their subordinates. So people think and act collectively through communication. So there are some levels. There are some levels of management. What are the levels of management? Levels of management. Levels of management means there are, in any organization, there will be 3 levels. Management, pyramid. It is a management pyramid. There will be a chief executive, here he will be a chief executive, then departmental head, supervisor. Here will be a chief executive, here will be the departmental head and here will be the supervisor in a management. In a management there will be a chief executive first, then department head, then supervisor. Here this will be what? This will be the top management. and this will be the middle management, and this will be the lower management. So in every company or in any organization, or there will be a managing department, there will be 3 levels like chief executive, head of the departmental head will be there, supervisor will be there, as well as there will be a, so chief executive, he will be the top management and middle management, and there will be a lower management. So the what is the top management level? It consists the chief executive and the directors at this level. Okay, so the mission, goals and cooperative strategies are formulated, so long term plans are made, so major policy decisions are taken, and basic organization structure, it explains number of departments in the organization and number of people at each level. And the middle level, it responses for carrying out the decisions and policies made by the top management. So what are the decisions and everything which are taken by the top management, that will be carrying out, or that will be implemented by this middle level. So it includes departmental managers, functional managers such as marketing managers and production managers, and others will be there in the middle management. So here the managers, they plan, organize and direct and control for the activities within their respective departments only. Okay, and the third level is what? It is the lower level. So it is also called as operational level, so which includes foremen, supervisors and the like. So managers at this operational level, they supervise their works in their day-to-day tasks. So as a part of this, they plan, organize, direct and they control. So the time for this group may vary according to between a week and a month, and they are responsible for the work of all the employees. So this lower level management, they also, there will be supervisors, they will be controlling and they will be planning, they will be organizing, and they allocate what is the time, task to meet the daily targets, everything. This lower level management, there will be supervisors and they will be doing it. So in the top level management, there will be a chief executive. Okay, so long term plans are made, so major policy decisions are taken, and basic organization structure, it explains number of departments in the organization and number of people at each level. So the employees are adequately motivated to strive for meeting organizational objectives. Okay, so the time horizon for this level of management is often 5 to 10 years. So for in this business organization, the top management is solely responsible for the shareholders, for the conduct of the business and also for the welfare of all employees. So there will be shareholders in an organization, so everything the top level management has to take care of the well-being of these employees, and the time horizon for this top level management is what? It is for 10 years. Okay, in any business. And the coming another topic is what? It is, you can get a question like what are the major functions of management. Okay, in the major functions of management, you get planning, organizing, staffing, directing, coordinating, reporting and budgeting. So you know that what is the planning, organization, staffing, directing and everything, you know about this, and you know about what is coordinating in an organization, as well as what is reporting. So reporting involves regularly updating the superior about the progress of the work and which is related to activities. So the disinformation can be through records or inspections. So there will be some essentials of a good reporting system. So okay, there should be a proper reporting system in an organization, like there should be a proper form, proper time, proper flow of information and flexibility. So we will discuss this like Functions of management. Functions of management, it is, first is, again it is like POSDCORB. Okay, so what is this POSDCORB? It is planning, organizing, staffing, directing, okay, directing and coordinating and organizing, and it is reporting, and other one is budgeting. Okay, other one is budgeting. So planning, organizing, staffing, directing, coordinating, reporting and budgeting. So first is planning, organizing, staffing, directing, coordinating, fifth is reporting, and the seventh is budgeting. Okay, so in this reporting again you have proper form, proper time, proper flow, proper flow of information. Fourth is flexibility, and facilitation, economy. Sixth is facilitation of evaluation. Okay, facilitation of evaluation. So these are what involves, these are the functions of the management. So in a functions of management there will be planning. So according to planning is what? Selecting information and making assumptions regarding the future to formulate activities necessary to achieve organizational objectives. And the second one is organizing, means establishing effective behavioral relationship among persons so that they may work together efficiently and gain personal satisfaction in doing selected tasks under given environmental conditions for the purpose of achieving some goal of objectives. So basically the need for an organization emerges when one individual cannot perform all the necessary tasks. So one individual cannot perform all the necessary tasks. So this organizing is very much important. So third one is what? Staffing. So staffing is the management function that deals with the, what I said now, recruitment, placement, training and development of an organization members. So in a company they needs employees to work, like employees to work in an organization, they require manpower. So this staffing involves, staffing is the management function. Okay, it is a management function that deals with the recruiting of candidates, placement of candidates, training of and development of organization members. And any organization is a good its employees. So performance shows staff of the organization, and it should be selected, trained and promoted based on the needs of the organization and their performance. And the other one is directing. Okay, other one is directing. So directing is what? It is the managerial function. It is also a managerial function of guiding, supervising and leading people. So according to Chandan, it is concerned with directing the human efforts towards organizational goals achievement. Sometimes directing and leading are seen as one function, and it is the success or failure of this function that will determine whether the organization will achieve its objectives. So leading also determines the levels of satisfaction so the employees of the organization experiences. So some of the requirements for successful leadership is an organization clear cut objectives, okay, which should be known to all the managers and employees. And the coordinating means coordination is the process of integrated the objectives and activities of two or more units. And the sixth one is reporting. So reporting involves regularly updating the superior about the progress of the work related to an activity in an organization. So the information and this maintain can be through records of inspection. So there are some essentials of a good reporting system. So what are the essentials? First one is proper form. So in order to facilitate decision making, the information supplied should be in a proper form. So the style and layout of a report, it depends upon the needs of the individual as well as who will use the same, because they need to lay out the information properly. They need to give the employees or the everyone, those who are working in the organization, they need to do the reporting to the management regarding all the work what they are doing in a proper and systematic manner. Also they need to the style and layout of a report, okay, the style and layout of a report depend upon the need of the individual who will use the same. So the report may be submitted in the form of narration, written statement or facts, or in a statistical way, or in a graphs, or in a chart. So every report they need to submit. And the proper time. So proper time is also very much important. It's very important because information, if it is delayed, is information denied. So reports are meant for action and when adverse tendencies or events are noticed. So reporting providing the report at a proper time is important. And proper flow of information. Okay, so the information should flow from the right level of authority to the level of authority where the decisions are to be made. So and the other one is flexibility. So what is this flexibility? It is the system should be capable of being adjusted according to the requirement of the user. And what is the fifth one is facilitation of evaluation. So the system should distinctively report deviations from standards, or it estimates controllable factors should be distinguished from non-controllable factors and reporting separately. And the other one is economy. So there is a cost for rendering information, and such cost should be compared with benefits derived from the report or loss sustained by not having the report. And the seventh one is what? It is budgeting. So budgeting involves all the activities, okay, budgeting involves all the activities that under auditing, accounting, planning, controlling, everything is done in budgeting. So budgeting involves what is auditing and doing accounting and planning and doing the planning according to how much the budgets are there. So what is basically the importance of budgeting? It's like budgeting usually represents a detailed analysis of how a company expects to spend their money in the future time periods. So they need to budget, they need to do planning how to spend the money in the future. Okay, how to spend the money in the future. So many companies, they create budgets on an annual basis. They create budgets on the annual basis so that they can carefully outline the expected needs of each department in the business. And a major benefit to using this business budgeting is the ability to limit how much money is spent on the certain operations. And budgeting often allows companies to have a financial roadmap for business operations, and companies often use budgets to plan for future business growth and expansions. And businesses or accounting software packages may help companies automate their budget process, and also they keep track of expensive electronically. And because they need to do the budgeting to manage how much amount they need to spend and plan for future growth, and it creates what facts, and as well as they need to uh, plan the economy, how much they need to spend for the future. Everything it comes under budgeting. So everything is under the budgeting, how much money they need to spend for the business, they need to plan, and everything, how much need to spend in future, how much need to save and everything. So okay, this is the what is levels of management, as well as the functions of management. Okay, the functions of management. So the functions of management, it involves planning, organizing, staffing, directing, controlling, coordinating, budgeting, and in reporting. Okay, in reporting you have proper form of reporting should be there at proper time reporting, proper flow of information should be there while reporting, and flexibility, as well as facilitation of evaluation and economy. Okay, so I have covered all the important topics in your first unit almost. Okay, I have covered the important long answer questions as well as everything in your first unit. So your first unit is almost completed, right? So we will start the second unit. Okay, we'll start the second unit now. So in the first unit, you have meaning and definition of concept, core and principles of management, evolution of management thought and management theories, classical behavior system, and the process and levels of management, introductions to functions of management. And in your second unit, okay, in your second unit you have so second unit name is staffing. Okay, okay, in second unit you have staffing topics, as well as you have importance, of planning, decision making, types of decisions, process of decision making, problem involved in decision making, okay. So in this you have unit name is planning. Okay, planning. So in this first unit you have the introduction to management. Okay, so it is the only work which is being done in the management. I have explained you regarding how the management works. So the other functions of management, what are those? They are planning, organizing, staffing. So in the coming second, third unit you will be learning how the planning is done, how the organizing is done, and how the staffing is done in detail. Okay, so in this second unit you will learn how the planning is done. Okay, planning is done, and you have the policies and procedures. Okay, and you have types of planning. Okay, you will be learning what is the importance of planning and decision making, and types of decisions and process of decision making, problem involved in decision making, and policies and procedures and types of planning. Okay, types of planning.